Well, it's been another week, and that means that today, being Thursday, it's time for me to do another one of these videos called 3 Things on Thursday. That's right, I'm going to tell you 3 things that I have been reading, watching, and listening to in the past week. I'm going to start with what I've been reading, because I have been reading a lot. I know it is only, July 6th or something? Not even a full week into the month of July, and I've already read 5 volumes of X-Men Blue, written by Cullen Bunn. Bunch of different artists on here. They take the team, the original 5 X-Men, Cyclops, Angel, Jean. We got Iceman, we got Hank McCoy. They take something familiar and make it oh so very different. Eventually Bloodstorm joins, which is a vampire storm from another dimension. She's pretty fun. They've got Beast doing magic. They've got Havoc being one of the main big bads. Magneto leads the team until Volume 3 when we finally see Charles Xavier enter the picture. We also see them travel through time and meet Generation X. They also meet the X-Men 2099, which were 2 of my favorites, like offshoot X series as a kid. It was just great. They formed a brand new team. They had Wolverine's son, Jimmy, from another dimension as well join as this team's Wolverine. They had this Zorn, which is like a clone of Jean Grey from another world. Dakin, who is also partial clone, partial son of Earth, main Earth's Wolverine, and then Polaris, which is the daughter of Magneto. And then eventually they get it and they bring it all back together into one cohesive thing. Super fun series to read. I love the X-Men. You should know that. If you don't, hey, I love the X-Men, right? They're kind of the team that when I met Stan Lee, I had him sign one of my X-Men books and I just stammered out, thank you for the X-Men. Because when you get in front of one of your childhood heroes, you lose your brain and you don't say anything that makes sense. That happened to me when I met Stan Lee. I thanked him for the X-Men, which is close enough to what I wanted to say, except way less emotion and way fewer words. But X-Men Blue was a really fun spin on taking familiar characters and making them feel new. So that's what I've been reading, along with other books that I might talk about later. I might not. Who knows? What I've been watching is The Mandalorian Season 3. I know it's been a while. My wife and I had to catch up. It took a long time. It wasn't at the top of our priority list to watch. But we finally got around to it. We binged it in 2 days. It's incredible. It's my favorite series of the Mandalorian show so far. I really, really enjoyed this one. I'm also not a self-proclaimed Star Wars person. I'm more of a Trekkie. My wife, however, grew up watching and loves Star Wars. It is ingrained in her core. She is all about everything all the time. I've had mixed reactions about a lot of it. The Mandalorian is Star Wars done right. If everything Star Wars was like The Mandalorian, the quality, the writing, the character development, the stories, the action, all of the stuff, I would be super into it all the time. I just don't feel like it is. Say what you will, whatever, sound off in the comments and let me know what you think. But I love Season 3 of Mandalorian. If you're not a Star Wars person, give it a shot. Give The Mandalorian a shot, all 3 seasons. But if you just want to specifically focus on one and kind of be lost, because you would be, watch Season 3. Because it's phenomenal. It's what I wanted it to be. It's so much more, and I really, really enjoyed it. Plus, there's this really cool thing on Google. If you search The Mandalorian, Grogu, that's the little child there, pops up. And if you tap him, he uses the Force to destroy the homepage of Google and the search results. How cool is that? That's what I've been watching. What I've been listening to, I've got some talented friends. I don't know if you know this. Maybe you're one of the talented friends as you're watching this. But one of them specifically is Benjamin James Howard. What a name, right? He feels like he should be wearing one of these with the elbow pads. Oh, yes, Benjamin James Howard, the musician. He's, seriously, they're like a really good musician, super talented dude. He put out a new single for the first time in a really long time. Too long, if you ask me, Ben. Come on, man. But it's called Locked. It's got 2 tracks on it, and I put both of them on the 3 Things playlist. So you can go to Spotify, you can search the 3 Things playlist, you can follow so that you get notified when I add new stuff. And then you can listen to it, and then you can listen to it again, and you can listen. I shared it when it first dropped last week in my stories. I share a lot of stuff in my stories, so if you don't currently view my stories and you're watching this, look at the stories, because it enhances stuff that I talk about on Punk Rock 911, and if I share, music or stuff like that, I do that in my stories as well. But both songs from the Locked EP single, I think it's just a single because it's only 2 songs. EP is longer. Hint, hint, Ben, you can do longer and then drop all the music. I've gotten some precursor BTS chances to listen to more music that he's created over the past couple years without releasing, and it's all really, really good. And I hope that he produces it to the level that he is confident in releasing it, because I want more music from you, Ben. That's going to do it. The 3 things that I've been reading, watching, and listening to this past week. I hope that you have a great whatever it is for you, and until next time, I'll talk to you on another video of 3 Things on Thursday, or if you're listening on Spotify, the next episode of Punk Rock 911, which drops tomorrow. See ya!